Hey guys, how are you doing? Today I'm here with a different type of video because some time ago I've asked you on Twitter to tag all Western Squeezer players that you can think of, no matter their skill or if they're Division 1 or just recently started playing Squeezer. And now we're finally here to rank them. And just to note something in the beginning, this is just my personal attempt at this. These are my thoughts. This is not entirely objective, so if you think a player is better than what I've given them, or they are worse than what I think they are, just let me know in the comments and I'll also send you the link to this tier maker so you can create your own and share it with me, because I'm interested in what your opinions are on these players. And the rankings are just like the ranks in Splatoon 2, from X over the S, A, B, and all the way down to C. But C doesn't mean that you're a bad player, it's just that you're not experienced on the weapon yet, that you can still learn and improve, so it's not a downvoting of the player itself. Also, I'll be focusing on the weapon squeezer. Obviously, there are a lot of players here that main other weapons besides squeezer, but I'll try to only think of their performance on squeezer itself. For some more evidence or some player informations, I'll start rotating through on the right side. They won't be timed to what I say about the players, so if you're interested in their informations, just pause the video for a second. But after a long intro, we're now starting in. First off is Angel, a competitive player for Team Dive. Division 5-6, just recently got 2500 XP, and I've played with and against him a few times, and I'll put him into A to start off. Next up, Ati, player for Delicious Nuggets, another German team, Division 6, and I never played with or against him. I could only look through his Twitter, some of his clips, or what he got as results, and just going by that, I'll give him a B. Next up, the first, banger player on the weapon, Atomic, player for Polar Knight, Division 1, and just recently, last month, February 2022, reached 2970 XP, the third highest XP in the entirety of Western scene. And I played against her a couple of times, and that's for sure an X tier. And following after, the next great player, Biscuit. We all know him. Player for FT Win, Division X, 2900 XP as well, but on not. But obviously a great player, great performance also in Squeezer, so definitely another worthy X tier player. Here we have Blocky, currently on hiatus, but I played with him before that a couple of times in pickups, and also let him do the Squeezer role, and I'll give him an A. He's a good player. He's solid with the weapon. Blossom, another German. We have a lot of German players here, which is quite fun. Player for Fukatsu Angels, Division 4 in Ludi, and faced him a couple of times. I don't know about their XP, but from what I've seen playing against him, or the clips he uploaded and some results, I'll also put him in the A tier. Up next is Dylan, player for Facade, a near competitive team, which immediately made it to Division X. 2780 XP, but I never got to play with or against him and just saw him a couple of times on other players' streams. And just going by that, with a little lack of information, I'll put him into the S+ tier. Here we have Fantar, a French player which made it to Division 1 Ludi and got suggested for +2 like a couple of days ago. 2600 XP, and I've played against him a lot in different type of tournaments, and great player, a solid S tier. Here we have yet another German. Fenya made it to Division 1 with, I think it was Frostburn for a short time, and got 2670 XP on V-Pro. Another weapon, but definitely a worthy mention here. And faced often in tournaments, in scrims, or in different occasions. And another solid A tier. Here we have Haduta. I don't know about his teams. I couldn't find anything on either Twitter or his Sender Inc. profile. But he got 2500 XP, and I faced him a couple of times, not too often, and just going by that, I'll put him into the B tier for now. Also mentioning here, this is not stable, like, this is from the information I have right now. If you get a 2600 or like a big tournament win, this can move from a B to S or S+. Like, things can change in the future, and I hope to see more Squeezer players, and I hope to see the Squeezer players that we have here all improve a lot. That would be great. Next, we have, with a cute little profile picture, Yisha, player for Absolute Zero, a Division 8 team, and I couldn't find anything about their XP, and I sadly never got to face the team or the player, so for now that is a C tier. Here we have the skill issue. Kyuji from Cascade Duck Crew, a Division 4 team, and actually the Division 4 champion from last Lodi season. Kind of an underseed. They could have definitely been in Division 3 easily. 2600 XP, and we scrim a lot, we face them a lot in tournament, and he's definitely a solid S tier Squeezer player. Up next, Crenton. I am not sure which team he played for, because currently he hasn't got a team, but he was in Division 2. That is what I know, what I still remember. He made it to 2650 XP, but with K52. I'll just leave it like that. And I faced him a lot, and I also played with him on a couple of occasions in tournaments. And another solid S tier. Here we have Lenny. I couldn't find the team that he plays for. I just got that he is in Division 4. He has 2400 XP under his hand, but I sadly didn't play him often, just a couple of times. And with that, I'll put him into B for now. You know the profile picture. I know it too, quite well. It's me. I'm player for Portugal. Division 2, if deserved or not, I'll leave it up to you. 2580 XP. Not that much, but it's fine. And it's weird to rank myself in here, but going with the experience that I have on this weapon, I'm close to 4 million paint. I almost one-tricked it for a few months, and comparing it to the other players on this list, I think I'm fair to say that I belong into the S tier. Correct me if I'm wrong. And next is Nixo, player for White Shark, another Division 8 team. I couldn't find anything on his XP, and I also don't think that I ever played him besides in a few league games where he was memeing around with his team. So for now, there's just a C tier. And we have some great players coming up here. This is Phoenix. You know him. You should know him. A Division 1 Squeezer player. German as well. Or like Switzerland? I'll just consider him as a German. 2850 XP. And I faced him a lot on different teams. I played with him, but it's a while back. But just from what I know from him, what we've seen from him, absolutely solid performance. I'll give him a S+. Just barely beneath X, like an S++, I think. Here we have Ricky, player for 100% Sunshine. I wasn't sure if it was Division 1 or X, but it's around that area. 2780 XP, and he's a legend. You should have seen one of the most impressive squeezer clips ever. Like a show off of how to use bubbles the most efficient way. I'll link that in the video description, I think, because you should see it. You should have seen it. It's great. Definitely an X tier squeezer player for me. This is Ripping, a player for Sonoria, a Division 4 Lodi team. Made it to 2600 XP, but I sadly never got to play him. But from what I've seen in his results on his Twitter, I'll think he belongs to the A tier. This here with the cute little cat is Sam, a Division X player, 2750 XP, but I never got to play him. But with the information I have and comparing it to the others we have on this list, I think he belongs to S+. This right here is Cello, a French player, which I sadly have almost no information on. Looking through his Twitter and his Sendo Inc. profile, there was pretty much nothing I could find. But he is a X player, so I think I'm good to give him a B. Or comparing it, these are competitive players. I know. For now, I'll make it a C. I'll make it a C to be fair, considering these are also competitive players, and that should work like that. Soldier, player for Good Morning, a Division X team, 2620 XP, which I could find. I don't know if he made it higher. I think it could be possible. I faced him 2 times in tournaments, and you feel his presence in the game. He has good, very good control of the weapon. He knows what to do. His aim is great, and I'll give him an X tier. Oh, okay. So this is Tent, another German competitive player for the Villain Academy, Division 5-6, 2600 XP, but on other weapons, but still. And I faced him often, played against him, played with him on some occasions, and I think I'll put him into B for Squeezer. But if it was for Tent, like his main weapon, I think he would good to be an S or A tier player. Up next, Thailand, another German squeezer player for Vision, Division 2, 2600 XP, and I didn't say it for the other players on this list, but I wanted to note it for him. He has 2700 league power for quad. Like, he's absolutely insane. I played with him, I played against him. Absolutely great player. Definitely an S plus tier for me. And the last player for today is Witty. He was Division 4, currently not on a team. Correct me if I'm mistaken. 2760 XP on, I think it was K52. But he has a lot of high XP on a variety of different weapons. And he just recently picked up Squeezer, or intended to pick up Squeezer. So I haven't seen him on the weapon, but considering how he plays on the other weapons that I faced him on, I think I'm fair to say that he belongs to the A tier. And with that, we have ranked all Squeezer players in the Western scene that you've tagged, that you could think of. And I like it. I like it. We have a lot of good players up here. We have a lot of good upcoming players that can still improve and learn. And I hope that you enjoyed this video. And I hope that you can share your tiers with me and correct me, or just tell me your opinions on where the players belong, should belong, or what you can else think of. So we'll see each other in another video. Bye bye.